So we're going to be factoring quadratic trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. And remember, if there's a number in front of the x squared other than 1, this is going to require splitting the middle term. So the method that we begin with is the big diamond, big X, but this time we multiply 6 times negative 10 to get negative 60 on top, and then the negative 11 goes down below as before. We need the pair of numbers that multiply to be negative 60, add to be negative 11. You can be systematic about this. Start with the smallest number that goes into 60. 1 times 60 won't make 11. 2 goes in, 30, still not there. 3 times 10, it's 13, but not 11. 4 goes in 15 times, and that is the pair that we need. If you use a positive 4 and a negative 15, they multiply to be negative 60, but add to be negative 11. So remember that we have to take these two numbers and split the middle term. Because of that 6, you can't just go x plus 4x minus 15. That won't multiply to be your original. So we take the 6x squared. We split the negative 11 into 4 minus 15. So we get a plus 4x minus 15x. And then we still have this minus 10 here. And now we need to factor this by grouping. So remember, factoring by grouping, take the greatest common factor out of the first two. So that should be a 2x. Factor a 2x out of that. You're left with 3x plus 2. And then remember, when there's a negative sign in front of the third term here, you're going to factor a negative out. And if this is 15, 10, 5 goes into both, we're going to factor a negative 5 out of both. Negative 5 times 3x gets you negative 15x. And here be very, very careful. Negative 5 times a positive 2 gets you the negative 10. If all goes well, this factor here should be identical to this factor here. If they are not identical, you can't factor that by grouping. So go back and check, especially like right here, if that doesn't look the same as that. But this does, so the 3x plus 2, that's one of our factors. And when I factor the 3x plus 2 out, what's left is this 2x minus 5. That is your other factor. And now you have successfully factored 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. That's the same thing as 3x plus 2 times 2x minus 5. You can always double check by multiplying 3x times 2x. That's 6x to the second. 2 times 2x, that's your 4x. 3x times negative 5, that's your negative 15x. Those combine to make the negative 11x. And then the 2 times negative 5 is the negative 10.